Thank you very much.
I have mine too.
Oh, yes, pardon me.
Okay, the simpler one has to do with site, 32? No, 33.
33, okay.
Okay.
One excavation area 4 near building 107 contained radioactive material. It was deemed to be naturally occurring because it looked like rocks. But you didn't say in the document, but it was elevated above, I guess, 1.69 picocuries per second, but it didn't say what the reading was. Is there any place that says where that what the reading was? The document is silent on the level.
Are you referring to the remedial action completion report?
Correct, and we can double check that, but it was granted. Because of the reading, it proposed a challenge to, in the world of statistics, prove that it was indistinguishable from background. So it took a little longer to figure out that yes, it was basically the granite causing those readings. It should be in the report, but if that was omitted, we can double check.
It might be in the appendices.
It
forgot to
may
check
be in the appendices, yeah.
to see, I know I looked at the pictures.
There was a separate appendices that contained the radiological scanning information since
Yeah.
it wasn't a radiological site. So that's
Right.
probably where it really got into more detail about that specific aspect.
Otherwise, it
of the
doesn't state anywhere in the main document.
Correct.
Any readings.
Correct, as the focus was a remedial action completion report that focused on CERCLA per the record decision. The radiological data was the separate subset.
Okay, and then the other one is more complicated. It's site 21.
Site 21, okay.
Yes.
Right, that's
Down there.
the
Right
little
here.
baby down there.
Correct.
My problem with that, what have I got? Have I got the draft?
You have the remedial action completion report.
Is that the final?
That's what we were seeking comments on.
Yeah, okay, so it's a draft.
But it's going final in December, but we are still soliciting comments, or the comments were due,
November 7th, I think.
let's have October 6th, but
Oh, God, well, I blew it.
that's okay.
Well, anyway, it states in the 5-year review that there are still some elevated readings, and the 5-year review, the draft report shows the readings from 5 wells. 2 of those samples look like normal, well, not normal, but they look like the end of a remediation process where it's very, very slowly tapering off and decreasing over time. These are the Mon-Kendall graphs. 3 of those are very, very volatile. They jump up and they drop way down, and they don't really look like they're decreasing over time. In the 5-year review at the end, there's a section, again, devoted to site 21, and there's a chart of the different readings that were found, and it's given in picocuries per cubic meter, which I don't know how to interpret. And it seems like basically all of the readings are elevated. It's supposed to be just slightly over commercial or...
You don't mean picocuries because that applies to radiation. Yeah, I think you mean, it's probably represented in... It's in micrograms per kilogram, which corresponds to parts per billion.
It's supposed to be micrograms per kilogram, or I'm used to micrograms per kilogram. It's micrograms per meter, cubic meter in the 5-year review, for some reason.
All right.
It looks to me like it's an attempt by the Navy to minimize what is actually not such a conclusive decision, that this is barely over the exposure limit for commercial, I guess it's commercial, is that what we're going for there?
Yeah.
Right, the projected reuse, but it really, this, I think I know where you're going, and you're correct. There are concentrations in the groundwater in one soil gas reading, which drove us to, towards a remedy, a final remedy, including land use controls. And this is really where the land use control restricting the residential use, and then the commercial industrial in one corner came into play. So, yes, the concentrations are there. Right now, the remedy is such that the land use controls will be protected. And any future reuse of that needs to go back, take a look at it, and potentially do something if they want to change the use of that to, say, residential, favor barriers or something like that.
But it's just that the 5-year review doesn't show those volatile Mon-Kendall
correct, it doesn't get into that detail.
It shows two of, one of the two that were in the final report is in the 5-year review. Another one is, that's from the building up near the dip tank. There's one there, and it again also is very, very flat, indicating change, but very slowly over time.
Sure.
But the 3 other very volatile charts were left out of the 5-year review as if all of them, all 5, were found to be very slow. And
so perhaps we can clarify that in the 5-year review. We can consider.
Are you submitting that as a comment?
Oh, is that what's coming due in November?
It is
yes,
current.
That's the one.
All right, so you're going to submit that as a comment.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll figure out how to say it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Submit
Yeah,
that as a
we can
comment.
take that into consideration as a comment.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Dave.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Next.
Yes, sir. So